What's up, Internet? Welcome to this episode of the Synopsis. Today we are discussing Season 4, Episode 1 of Arrow, Green Arrow. Me and Evan are here, and we're talking very little. Evan didn't want to say anything. He said he's saving it for this, and he just really wants to get to this. So I want to know why, Evan. What was your opinion on the Season 4 premiere of Arrow?
I went into this very, very skeptical. We saw not a lot from the trailers.
Right.
Very little good things from the trailer. Coming out of this, I am extremely excited.
Okay.
That episode is tied with Flash for my favorite premiere of this week. Now,
For your favorite episode? Because there's only 2 premieres this week.
Well, premiere of this 2 weeks because
Okay.
of the whole thing with Shield and that Flash. I feel like it's mainly because I see where there's improvements, and I really like that. That I can genuinely see most of the things I looked at season 3 as bad are sort of improving, with a little bit more things coming out. What'd you think of this episode?
Oh boy. I think this is the first time we're gonna disagree on something.
It's not.
Well, no, I mean so far
Oh,
that we've
so far
that we've recorded, because like I was saying, there's some aspects of this episode I liked, but they kind of fixed Felicity a little bit. But there was a lot of other problems that, just for me, character-wise, with some, like, right in the beginning, why did Ollie say yes to going? He was so adamant at the end of last season. Oh, like, no, we're done. Let's go to Coast City. Let's fuck. Like, that's what he wanted to do. He didn't want to do this anymore. But in the first 5 minutes of this episode, or also, I'll give it the first 6 minutes of this episode, he was like, Oliver, we need you. I don't know. I think we should. Okay, fine, let's go. Like, okay, Diggle's being a cunt nugget.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
That's something I want to bring up.
Can we say that on the internet? Is that appropriate?
Fuck it. That's something I really want to bring up. I feel like Felicity and Diggle kind of switched places from what we've seen so far. But I do feel like not completely switched places, because Felicity went on with it throughout the entire season.
Mm-hmm.
Diggle will be over with this in about 7 episodes, I feel.
I
By
hope
the
so. I hope
he'll be like, okay, fine.
I hope it's before the crossover, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't want it to be 7
It'll
episodes.
be soon, because Diggle's a man. He's Diggle.
He's acting like a woman.
Yeah.
Like, you took my. Even his wife is saying,
Yeah,
dude, balls up. Like,
that's like, that was kind of like the drawing point. Like, okay, your wife who was captured, the one who was captured, is fine with it. You should, I guess, be fine with it. But in his mind, it's like, you captured my family. Like,
yeah.
can't just do that. But I can see where it's coming from. I can also disagree with that, but it's fine.
What are some other well, let's start with the things we liked about the episode. I liked Damien Dark.
Damien was very nice.
Even though it doesn't seem like he could put his arms completely to his side. He was like this the whole episode.
What's the thing that happened? Imaginary lat syndrome, where
yeah.
you're constantly doing this, so you're walking around like that. Yeah.
I like him though. What I really liked about him, though, was the ending before the whole Lance thing. We'll get to that. That's a whole nother ballpark. But, like, the thing, like, all of the magic stuff that I'm like, okay, they're going to need Constantine.
Constantine.
Like, I really... Did you watch any Constantine?
No, not yet. I'm going to.
I watched, I think, like, the first 4 or 5 episodes of it, and I love, like, the character. Like, I feel like they could have done so much better with what they did. And I just want to say... I mean, we have the Arrow writers who can't even write their own fucking characters. That's besides the point. I hope that they can write Constantine well, because I really loved what we saw from the show. And we know all that stuff's canon. They said that everything that happened in the show is true in the Arrowverse, so there's that. And I want to see Constantine, I want to see how he handles Damien Dark, and I want to know how the fuck, because he's not using Lazarus, he's using something else with fucking blood, voodoo, demon, devil magic. I don't know what you want to call that, but
Some
like,
sort of language burned into his arm.
oh yeah, the normal stuff, the normal magic things, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the next thing we need is just someone talking backwards and a magician, and we're good. We got Zatanna, right?
Whoa.
Dude, what if?
Whoa.
What if? What else did I like about this episode? I liked seeing a somewhat apprehensive Oliver, and also what I will give the first 5 minutes of this episode. We already got a smile out of him, so there's
Yep.
that.
We also get that little witty comment in the beginning that you have filled this omelet thing.
Exactly.
Which
Like, I mean,
I felt was a bit forced, but it was
yeah,
fun.
yeah, it was. It was definitely forced, but it's just like, I see what you're doing, and
It was fine.
okay, we'll let it slide. Laurel, I liked.
Yes.
Laurel was actually using her head. I think the only one besides maybe Felicity in this episode, which was cool.
Her choreography got a lot better.
Yes.
It's progressed a lot since
Hers-
last season.
And then there was that one fight with Speedy where I'm like, dude, that punch was a little off, a little bit. Other stuff that happened in this. I didn't take notes. You didn't take notes either.
But I do know I like this Thea a lot better.
I
I
do
like this Thea.
I do. I want to see when she gets real ragey though,
Yeah.
because I want them to go full out with this whole Lazarus mind fucking thing, because like I love that stuff, dude.
That was I feel like I don't know, her like her from last season was just like, well, Oliver, you can't really do that stuff. Like, I don't want you to kill anybody and stuff. And then immediately, she just tried to cut some dude's throat open, like off the bat,
Yeah.
off the bat. And I was like, what are you doing? You can't just do that.
No.
She's
no.
like, nah. She's like, nah, it's fine. It's fine. Do this all the time. No, murder.
I also like the little back and forth between her and Oliver at the train station, where it's like, well, what happened to you like a couple years ago, dude? Like, and then even Diggle is like, that's how you started out, no? And I was just like, God damn it, fucking stop back sassing me, boy.
As much as I find Diggle whining a bit annoying, that scene was like, man, that was true.
It was.
That was truth.
It was true. What I did like about Diggle, though, was Daddy Diggle.
Yeah.
Daddy Diggle, I'm like, oh, Sarah, they're so cute.
It was adorable.
It was completely adorable, and I don't know. Like I said, I like Lila, what Lila was saying to him and stuff like that. Lila's always had a good head on her shoulders, though, so that's good. I want to see more of her this season as well, which would be fun.
We got two kind of Hell Jordan peaks. We got Coast
I
City
didn't
side,
see him.
and then we got the Jordan jacket.
I didn't see the Jordan jacket.
So maybe we're just waiting a bit. Season 5.
Was it in present day or was it in the flashback?
No, it was. Ooh, I think it was present day.
Okay.
I need to go back and look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna leave it there.
I'm definitely gonna rewatch this episode, because there was the more I'm thinking, like, I think I was bagging on it a little hard at first. Like, now that I'm actually sitting here mulling things up, there was some like character choices and some like the kid when Laurel picked him, I was like, whoa, you're really strong. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Hey, she's a role model, you know?
Yeah, but
What's your role model?
she picked him up. Your mom can do that too, kid. Like, what the fuck was that?
You gotta look strong. You gotta be nice to your heroes, you know? Your vigilantes.
True.
It's nice.
No, they're heroes, Oliver said in a speech here. Can we talk about the end of that speech? Because I feel like I am the Green Arrow.
He was thinking about it in his head like, I need a new name. I need a new name.
I hope like when we
Color my
what color are my arrow?
Yeah, green arrow. I am the Green Arrow.
I hope that when in like next week's episode, the episode after that, when we get Malcolm again, I want him to comment, because there was, what was it, the first episode or second episode? It was like, what should he be? The Green Arrow sounds kind of cool, and I was just like, no, that sounds stupid. And I'm like,
yeah,
really? So I want Malcolm to have something snide about that. That'd be funny.
Well, they're just gonna complete erase it. It's like that didn't happen.
Just, I mean, that's gonna happen with a bunch of shit. So, I mean,
oh, I also appreciate this Olicity much more. Like last season was more of a drama based Olicity. This one is it's mushy, but that's much better than constantly whiny, sad drama Olicity, in
True.
my opinion. That's it's much better.
I'm still
This,
not. Ooh, I'm still not too big of a fan of Olicity in
yeah, I
general.
mean, but
True. I mean,
as
this is
long as
what
they're
we're
going in
getting.
a good direction with it,
Um,
from what we're seeing, it's better direction than what we saw.
while we're talking about Olicity,
Oh boy.
let's just talk about it. I don't like. I was maybe gonna save it for the end, but fuck it. Let's talk about it now. Was it Felicity's tombstone that we saw? What do you think?
I'm going to say no because Barry was late to the funeral.
But he said it was because of Zoom.
I feel like if it's someone close to him, he wouldn't be late to the funeral, and that's why I think it's
I
Diggle.
agree with that with season one Barry, but this is a different Barry. I
This
feel like
oh, this is
Barry has
also
been much more hardened.
this is end of season 2 Barry.
Exactly. So
6 months later.
we have no idea what he's going through. So I mean, yeah, I don't think he would miss Felicity's funeral, but if it's between taking down or just Zoom in general and going to a funeral where it's like, yeah, you should go, but like the multiverse in danger versus a
Yeah.
funeral, I think
I
he.
see, I see that. I can see that. Yeah.
But I'm gonna apprehensively say no to Felicity's tombstone because they're implying that it's Felicity's tombstone unless it's Thea's. Because while I don't think he's gonna cry for Diggle, I don't think he's gonna cry for. I don't know, dude.
We just have to remember it's 6 months into the future.
Yeah,
It could be a character that we haven't seen
it could be Hal Jordan.
at all, or in like it could be Roy for all we know, really. But I don't even know if
True.
he's
No, he's coming back this season.
he is. Okay,
Yeah.
so it could be Roy. So we don't know all the details of Lazarus Pit. What was his mom's name? Yeah, her.
Moira.
That it could be a thing. Yeah, Lazarus Pit Moira. Yeah.
Well, they thought that they couldn't use Lazarus Pit on long dead people, but we see from Legends of Tomorrow that Sarah's coming back.
Uh-huh.
But I'm pretty sure that's going to be the episode with Constantine, so I feel like, or Constantine. I don't know how they're gonna, because it's supposed to be Constantine. But I don't know what they're gonna do. I think they'll stick with Constantine though, and if that's, I'm pretty sure when they bring back Sarah, it's gonna be that episode where they use so maybe magic and blobbity blue abracadabra. I don't like. I feel like that'll help with the Lazarus Pit process on Sarah. But I don't. I think they want us to think it's Felicity's tombstone. Obviously.
Yeah. That to me would be the most obvious answer.
Yeah, and that's.
I want to think outside the box, but I have to think it's Diggle. Like I have to because
If it's Diggle, man.
I feel like he'd cry for that, and it's 6 months in the future. Like we don't know.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
their friendship could be completely
Yeah.
back to normal.
Their brothership.
And what was it? Hive aren't they the ones that killed his brother, or was that am I wrong?
Yeah, no, you're correct. And then he's just not gonna tell Oliver about. Oh my.
So.
Drama for drama's sake. I hate it. But they're definitely pushing it as like, oh, this is Felicity, she's dead. But that's why I'm thinking like, yeah, like I don't know with these writers, man. If it was the Flash writers, I'd say it'd be like Henry Stone or Joe's, but like I don't trust the Arrow writers well enough to like for it to be a fake out. I think they might just go Felicity anyway, and like as much as I hated season 3 Felicity, I don't want her to die. I just want season 1 and season 2 Felicity back. Even this Felicity isn't that bad. Like
Yeah.
I want the original Felicity, the one we had fun with, the one that wasn't supposed to be a recurring character. I want that Felicity, and I don't want her dead. Like I don't know. Not in the episode, but I was scrolling through Instagram during one of the commercial breaks, and I follow the cast and that on Instagram. And Emily Bett Rickards posted a picture of her in boxing gloves. It's like, oh, getting fit, Arrow puts you through whatever she said. I don't remember what she said. I swear to God, I swear oh god, if she's training to be like some hero or just she's gonna get a hero role on the show, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah, I don't. No, she
I
shouldn't.
I like
She shouldn't.
I don't want the
Even
uh,
the hacking thing was like
that was a little off his
just
episode
so
too.
sudden. It was just
Alright.
like, yeah, I'm just gonna go.
And if you were watching her type, it's literally just the one line
Yeah,
of the keys.
she's just hitting ASDFG.
I think she hit delete at one point, so there's that. But no, I don't. Felicity doesn't need to be the love interest. Felicity doesn't need to be the superhero. She needs to be the hacker. She needs to be the funny comic relief. Like, you know, like she needs to be the Cisco of Arrow. I feel she was Cisco before Cisco was cool.
Yeah. Mr. Cisco.
Fuck, dude. If they make her, it's oh god.
They should.
They shouldn't.
I completely forgot that Lance hates Oliver. That like completely skipped my mind.
I mean,
I completely forgot about that.
I didn't forget, but it was like I wasn't thinking about it until I'm like, yeah, this is everything he's saying is kind of true as well. Because like
He
also,
put all these people here, and
also, can I just with last season and now like Star City turning to Star City, yay! Now that Star City is being trashed and just people are just leaving and not coming there, like they're trying so hard to make this Batman, dude. They're making Star City Gotham. The whole last season's arc was a Batman arc. Like, oh god.
how did Oliver not know that all this was going on? Like, I feel like if that was happening in like the Bronx, people in Queens would know. Like, it'd be all over the news. There are people with guns and armored trucks even everywhere.
Another thing.
Explosives, like people would know. You wouldn't just be like having a dinner like, huh, I don't know anything about anything going on anywhere else.
I know that this is a comic book show, but there's no way that fucking door would have stopped that mounted machine gun, dude. Right in the beginning when Diggle, Laurel, and Speedy, I'm like, really? Okay, you're a comic book show. I'll let it slide, but try a bit harder next time. Like, I don't know. That just made me giggle. At least my thoughts on that. What else happened this episode? I'm trying so hard to remember good things that I didn't. No, there were good things. I'm lying. You know what? I mentioned briefly before. Let's talk about Lance and Mr. Dark. I'm assuming my thought was that he was approached by Damien before that meeting that we saw in the beginning of the episode, and he said, "If you want to live, you're gonna help me take down the city." And he goes, "And if you want your daughter, and if you want your loved ones to be safe, you're gonna help me do this, and we're gonna kill all the high officials in the city and stuff like that." Like, I think that's when Quentin's just like, "Fine."
It also extremely explains why they didn't just arrest the guy who just said, "I'm leading all these people that are killing everyone."
Yeah.
Like he was just like, just don't kick him out. He can
like, sit down.
He can hold you and murder you, so just don't go over there.
No, he could just like barely put your finger on it and just suck your life force out.
That when they were in the plane, not the plane, the train, and he was like knocking all the arrows and everything around everything. I was like, oh, that was pretty cool. I didn't expect that at all.
And then
expect that at all.
When he shot the arrows back and Ollie's just like, "Bitch," and he twirls his bow like,
Cool.
"Oh, you're good at this." What was it? It's train scene, right? He's sucking out Ollie's life force. He's like, "I'm gonna get you," and then Diggle shoots him. How the fuck did Diggle get on the train?
He also went down, and then like we didn't see him again.
He turned a Batman thing. But that's not the point I'm bringing up. How the fuck did Diggle get on the train? He was driving the van.
I don't know.
How did Diggle get on?
I don't know.
Like,
how did he get on the train?
What I said yesterday when we were recording Flash and Shield, when I said I wasn't gonna watch with Adriana, I lied. I watched with Adriana again because it's her birthday, and I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And she pointed out, I'm like, how did the train? And I'm just like,
How
hmm.
do you do that?
That's
Fine.
that's the question right there.
We'll get over it. We'll get over it.
She goes like, you should bring that up with Evan later when you're recording. I'm like, don't worry, we will.
Okay. That's a point. Wow.
Hey, arrow writers are a thing.
Also, why is Oliver like so he was like looking at Theo like, oh, don't kill that guy. Diggle shot 3 people right after that.
Also, another inconsistency in this episode. All of the cops, they just when they were raiding the police station, they just they shot the guys. Their bullets didn't do anything, right? But then Diggle can just take one shot at them in the exact same spot and they die.
It's Diggle. He's magic.
They couldn't dig it. That's what it was. You know, I mean, dude, this show has some inconsistencies.
I'm excited. I don't care about I care about the main stuff. The inconsistencies I can get over because it's like they're not gonna mention it. It's fine. I just want a good storyline this time.
This time,
just once.
I do like how they brought they planted that seed all the way back. What, season 1, season 2 with Hive, and now we see Diggle going like, oh, this is what Floyd Lawton meant by Hive. And it's like they plant, which is why I'm hopeful, because that's what Arrow in season 2 was really good at. Was they planted something in season 1 and then it come back up in season 2, and they kind of did that in the 3rd season a little bit. But now anything that they mentioned in the past that could be maybe an Easter egg, they can do this season, next season, this season. And I want to see Oliver's kid. I wanna they're not gonna drop that. That's too big of a thing for them to drop.
I completely forgot about that.
Right? that I feel like that's way too big of a thing for them to just completely drop. And I don't know if it'll be this season or next season. I just want to see it get involved somehow.
Okay. I completely forgot about that.
There's not much left to talk about. But real quick, we see flashback Oliver going back to Lian Yu. Who do you think is on the island, and do you think that's going to be anyone significant that's greeted him to the island again?
I don't think anyone we know right now,
Mm-hmm.
we know right now, is going to be there. But I feel like they're going to be important, definitely, but I don't think anyone we know right now.
I just hope it's not another virus thing that last season, because that was what? Really?
It came full circle, though.
Oh boy, good. Came full circle. Feeling good.
In full circle.
I don't know. I just hope the flashbacks are better this season, and I'm happy they're back on the island because I really love the island flashbacks. I don't know. There's not too much else. I don't know. We'll see.
One final thing. Let's get this done right now. So, 6 months later is in April, but I feel like that shot will be from episode 22, even though that will be in May. I feel like that'll be in episode 22. Maybe they'll go faster in the show a little bit. Will they be faster? They'll be in a different time frame.
I think that's gonna be episode 20.
It'll be around there.
I think,
but that's not important though. I feel like we should just place our final vote on who we think it is right now. Just right now.
Oh, you're making me decide.
Let's get this done right now, just so we can look back on it.
Okay. Like I said, dude, I don't trust these writers. I don't. But I think if I know what yours is going to be, I think I'm going to side with you, and I'm going to say Diggle.
Okay.
Oh.
Should I pick? Because now I'm thinking about it, I kind of want to say Thea, because I thought about it a little more. And she's been really aggressive. There's so many things that are
it's so many variables. We've seen the premiere.
I'm gonna say Thea. My final answer is Thea, just so we can be different.
Okay.
My final answer is Thea.
Yours is Thea.
Felicity's living.
I agree with Felicity. That's what I would do. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Felicity's living.
Felicity's living. I'm saying Diggle. You're saying Thea. Whew. Okay, we'll see. We'll see in 6 months, dude. I don't know what's gonna happen. The only reason I'm saying it's gonna be episode 20 is because if you look at the past 3 seasons, episode 19's been real interesting. Episode 19, season 2 was Moira's death. Episode season 3, episode season 3. Episode 19, season 3 was that Roy's death? No, I think that was, wait, what was 19 last season? Real quick, before we end, I'm gonna look this up real quick. I'm pretty sure 19 every season has been something decently important. Like, we know season 2 was Moira. What was season 1? Season 1, episode 19.
I was gonna say Tommy, but that wasn't Tommy.
No, that was the finale. That was like the last.
Yeah, that was last episode.
Oh, it's when. It's right after Tommy finds out he's.
Oh, that's important.
It's when he kills Count Vertigo.
Oh,
so there's
gotcha.
that, and what was last season? Shit, why am I not remembering last season?
You know exactly why you're not remembering last season.
You're right. It was Broken Arrow. It was when Roy died. Okay. Okay. I was right.
Died.
So yeah, I'm gonna. Shush. But no, that's why I'm gonna say it's gonna be that the death will be 19, the funeral and that will be 20, and then we're gonna see the final push against Damien Dark, the last 3 episodes.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see where this goes. We have our guesses. We have the whole 22 more episodes to go. 22 more.
All right. And there are going to be many fillers in between that.
Oh, stop. I can only talk. Like, I'm very tentative with the show right now. Please.
It's very, very thin water. That one, very thin ice. What? Yeah, thin water.
Thin water, dude. That's a thing, right?
That's basically where the show is. So.
All right. That'll be it for us, guys. Thanks for watching another episode of Synopsis. Next week we'll be back with Shield, Arrow, and Flash, and I don't know, maybe Walking Dead. We haven't decided yet. We'll see what happens when we watch the episode. But thanks for watching, and we are signing out. Bye bye.